What we need to do when we are now living in the new normal is to try and come to as normal as possible. Meaning, try and create a routine which is as normal as possible. The hours might change a little bit, the space might change a little bit, but if you keep some sort of a rough routine, you will be in a better state of mind. So connect with yourself and your surroundings and your situation in life. Okay? So now, how do we handle both things and not let it turn into a vicious circle? There are two things we need to do. One, like I said, control your state of mind. And two would be to plan. So these two things. Now, how do you control your state of mind? Now, I want you to think and visualize a declutter in your mind. So focus. Think in your mind of an image of how a good, productive day at home would be with everything in place, in balance. So you think of children doing their own work, being happy playing, the mother is doing her chores or she's also working at her table, at her desk, you are doing your work, and there are happy sounds around you, there's a happy atmosphere, there's probably music playing in the background somewhere, and this is a happy state that mind that you have. So this is your anchor. So this is your visualization that you keep in mind as to what a happy scene is to you according to your situation. So at any point in time, if you are frustrated or something's happening at home which is not conducive to what your thoughts and feelings are, and you know you're starting to get frustrated or you're starting to get angry, first of all, be aware. Be aware and go into another room and calm yourself. Take 2-3 big deep breaths, and in a meditative form or so, close your eyes and visualize that scene, that happy scene. What will this do? This won't cure whatever's happening, but it'll help you handle the problem better and come up with a solution which is calmer and more peaceful to you in your mind. So if you've seen that movie like The Three Idiots, when they say all is well, all is well. So does it become well? No, it doesn't become well. But what it does, it helps you to strengthen yourself to be able to handle that situation in a better light. And that is how we want to focus and keep our mind in a good state. And another way you can do is imagine yourself as a fly on the wall. If you're a fly on the wall and you're watching a movie and you're watching something going on which is a very happy state, a happy day. So run that movie over a couple of times and watch it as a fly on a wall. And you will be able to control your state of mind and feel much better. So anyone has anything to say on this? Am I resonating with people listening? Hi Ayushi, good to see you back. So what we're doing here is we're taking the energy of each area to merge together. Take the energy of each area to merge together, and this allows a vision of being balanced to emerge. Okay, so now before we go on to the plans, the practical action plans which will help balance both areas in your life, I would like to do a small meditation with you. This is called the Lion Mind. It's done by My Life, and I like this a lot because it helps you focus. It gives you a great feeling. So before we start, I'm going to give you an explanation. Now, when you throw a dog a bone, the dog will run for the bone, right? And then you pick up and you have the bone again and you throw it in a different direction. The dog will run again for the bone. And you throw it in a different direction. The third time, it'll run for the bone again. It'll keep running every time you throw the bone. So that is a dog's mind. But what is a lion's mind? Now, supposing I have that bone and I throw it to the lion. Will the lion run after the bone? Or if I throw the bone to another corner, okay, will he pick up that bone from where he was, or will he run to that corner to get that bone? No, he will look at the bone, but he will look back at you because you are meatier to him. So he's looking at you as the bigger picture, the bigger parcel, the bigger meat. So he is focused. He is focused on you. So what we need to do is to train our mind to focus, to be a lion mind. So if there are little distractions going on within the house or within your work area that you are in, you are still able to focus and make things better for yourself. Okay, so am I resonating? So I want you all to close your eyes and put your hands on your lap. And now, first of all, take 2 big deep breaths. Inhale deeply. Inhale focus and positivity and energy. And exhale distractions. Exhale negativity. Breathe in again. And exhale. Now feel what you're sitting on. Feel that. With your closed eyes, see the environment around you. Hear the sounds around you. And be aware of your breath. As you inhale cool air and you exhale, you inhale and you exhale warm air. Now notice how your feelings start to wander sometimes. Maybe you're thinking of yesterday, or you're thinking of what you want to do tomorrow, or you're thinking of what's going to happen 2 weeks from now, or you're thinking of your day to day, or you're thinking of what you're going to do once you finish listening to this talk. All these are distractions. So all these distractions we are not going to think of. Let them come, but let them go. And focus only on your breath. Focus on your breath and be aware only of your breath. So we are going inwards into becoming a lion mind. We are focusing on the bigger picture and not letting the distraction bother us, the thoughts bother us. We are not letting the dog mind invade our mind. Focus on your breath. Take one last deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So how did that feel? Now the whole purpose of doing this meditation in our little talk today is to help you use it whenever you need to focus, whenever you feel at home that too many things happen, there are too many things disturbing you and you are getting irritated or frustrated and you're not able to concentrate, you're not able to focus. So use this meditation 2 minutes or use the anchor that I showed you earlier. All right? So are you resonating? Give me a wave if you're resonating, a wave or a yes. Are you agreeing to what I'm saying? Are you understanding? Cool. So now we'll go on to the second area, the plans. What are the action plans that we can take, the work tips that we can use to balance our family life and work life while working from home? Okay, so first of all, like I said, try and form a normal routine and try and use time management. I tell you all, time management is almost the be it and end all of everything. I personally believe in time management greatly. So if I get up in the morning, for example, and I give myself time for my meditation or whatever I need to do for myself, and then I sit with the family for breakfast, give my house a little attention, and then sit down to work, say from 10:30 to 1. And straight after that, at mealtime in the afternoon, instead of 20 minutes, we have a 1 hour lunch where we are sitting and chatting or gas bagging, and then back to work 2 to 5 or 2 to 6. And then again, your dinner and whatever else you need to do, phone calls to your family or to your friends or any other leftover work you may have that is very important. So this is all time management when you are breaking up your day into rough spots. So you don't need to be very strict on them. And if you're working at a job, then you go according to your job timings and according to your company timings. If you're your own business, then you don't need to do the 8 to 6 or 7 o'clock. You can do a 10 to 4 and be more focused on that time being with that lunch break. But when you have that lunch break, have it properly. There's so many people who are working from home and they are working maybe more hours and not eating well enough. So what they do is just grab something in between and then continue working. So don't do that. I mean, take care of yourself, and this is self-care. Okay? So what we can do also, another work tip, is keep a diary. Keep a diary, a weekly diary. This weekly diary will have all the important personal goals that you have for the week and all the important professional goals that you have for the week. So segregate them, split them up roughly into the kind of routine that you want for the days in the week. All right? And as for a daily diary, give it a color code. Like red may be your work hours, green may be your household chores, yellow may be the time that you spent with your family and your children or your friends. So give yourself a color code. And it's just so refreshing to be able to see it all down on paper and to tick off what's being done and to be able to follow it more or less, because it gives you that sense of satisfaction and it gives you that sense of achievement. And when you have both, your productivity will definitely increase, and your quality time and your mental state of mind for your family and your household chores will also be at an increase. Simplify household chores, delegate responsibility. Now, you gentlemen out there, I mean, if you are at home, you can't get away from this. So you need to put in your little bit and do a bit of the household chores as well and help your wife. And it'll give you a lot of, a different feel of doing an activity together or doing something else that you haven't done maybe in years, all right? Now, when you have your workspace, keep it a designated workspace if possible. So if I'm sitting at my table here, and this is what my workspace is, and I get up from this space after working, then I kind of leave it behind and don't think about work. Once you're out of your designated workspace, don't think about work. That will help you slot your mind and improve the quality time for other things in your life. And don't forget to dress. Don't dress up for work. Okay, I think a lot of people feel the happiest when they're in their pajamas and they can just work in their pajamas. Great. Well, if that makes you feel great, so wear your pajamas. But if you're on a one-to-one call or whatever, of course you can't wear full pajamas. You can wear pajamas there, but you need to change your top. And to be very frank, I'm wearing my capris below as well. I'm not wearing my proper pants or proper slacks. But if it makes you feel business-like and work-like in a job, and you can't get that mental frame correct, and you need that tie and shirt, if you're, attending meetings with your company or your team, then you need to be dressed to feel the proper kind of work that you need to do. Like the kids. If you have kids, you will see that they are doing online school, but the protocol is they have to be in uniform. So they have to be in uniform so they actually feel that they are in school. Update your technical knowledge, enrich your creativeness, enrich your knowledge, enrich, and find out things that didn't work earlier. Use this time to devise new strategies that you can use once you're back at work, or you have already gone back to work, and that you can apply and implement and try out to make things better for yourself at work and at home. And try and have specific work hours so you don't have a burnout. So don't overwork yourself, all right? And if there's something that you're doing from home work-wise and it's not working for you, and you can't seem to be able to get it right for whatever reason, be honest and talk it out with your boss. Tell him, hey, this particular part of this project, I'm not getting it sitting at home because I need to be on location to do it, and I'm not getting the feel, or whatever problem there is, then do share it with your boss. And make post-work plans. Make plans so that you can feel the difference. Give yourself a transition period also. So once you finish your work, say around 6 o'clock in the evening, and you're at home, give yourself that space, that 15 minutes to be on your own before you actually delve into the activities with your family or your children or your friends. Sometimes you need that alone time. So if you need that alone time and you're with your spouse as well, understand your spouse. If your spouse needs that alone time, maybe he's not in the mood to watch a Netflix movie. Maybe he just wants to be. So respect that kind of time with each other and hold a sacred time together with your spouse. You can actually zone in for a sacred time during the week, or a particular day, or particular half day, or particular hour in the day, whatever works for you. So in that time, you feel that oneness and that bond with each other, and the rest of the time, you can just kind of like do your own thing. Yeah. So, and when it comes to your colleagues, keep in touch, because that is the fun part, the extra fun part of your life. So keep in touch with your colleagues as regards their projects, and over the weekends, get back with them, chat with them, and, just make the most of it, right? And what you can do with your children. What can you do with your children? Plan their meals, plan their play dates over Zoom, plan their games, explain the agenda for the day to them, and make it very clear that you are the boss and you cannot be disturbed during these particular hours that you are working. This is so important to keep that balance, because when you are balanced, then you're doing work when you need to work, and you're playing when you need to play, you're eating when you need to eat, and that is what's going to give you a whole feeling that you are being able to balance. So you need to implement all these, and whatever you can and whatever else you can according to your situation, your surroundings, please look into that. All right. So you can keep a goal for the day as well. These goals, one goal is something that I have to do, I must do today, and prioritize it. Another thing might be a desirable thing that you should do, but there's no timeline for it. But yes, I will try and do it today. And the third thing can be something that's okay, like checking your inbox. So it's good to do, but okay, if I don't get time to today, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it over the weekend, but I'll do it by the weekend. So these are goals that you can split into your must do, your desirable, and your nice to do. Okay, so you can split all these things. I'm giving a lot of information, whatever I can, in the half an hour. Pick up whatever you feel you can pick up and you can implement in your lives. Even if you have a few points that you haven't been doing and they work for you, I'll be very happy, right? So now when you come to children, you have already given them, give them responsibility. Give them some chores to do at home. They will love it. And when you give them responsibility, they feel important. They feel good. Do that with your husband as well. Appreciate him for the little things he's doing around the house. And if you're a husband, then appreciate your wife when you're watching her doing everything she is for the children, for the house, for you, for her own work, and trying to balance everything. Give her those few words of encouragement and make her feel on top of the world, and then see how much more she does for you. It's a circle. It's a circle. If you can do it, then it'll really help. Yeah. So, if anyone has any questions, do type in questions, right? And the last section that I want to mention is about self-love or self-care when you're trying to balance your work and family time, in the process, do not forget yourself. Basically, you need to keep up your stamina, your motivation. So eat well, eat at the right time, sleep well, okay? And make sure you exercise as well. So do all these things and drink lots of water. These things have been done when you are living a very normal life, or maybe you've been working from home for a couple of years now. But if you're not taking care of yourself, the stamina and the productivity is going to be affected. And accept imperfections within yourself. If you feel you're spending quality time with your children, but you get this important phone call, which is of paramount importance, you have to take it, then take it. All right? It's okay. You don't have to be it and end all goody. You are being good, but there are times when you have to be a little imperfect in the eyes of the other. But it's okay. And when you can, use background music while you're working. Whatever music works for you, whatever music helps you, play the same kind of music when you're working. And hey, in every talk that I have, I always tell people, and because I believe in it strongly, hug yourself at night, every night. Hug yourself and love yourself. I love you. Inhale all the energy for yourself, and then let go, release yourself. Exhale all the stress and the tension out, and tell yourself how much you love yourself. So do this a couple of times for sure. And when you're with your others, then respect their space, respect their privacy, and just connect with everyone around. Connect with yourself, connect with your family, connect with your friends, connect with your spouse, connect with your boss at work, connect with your team. It's all about connection. So the best way, everyone, to balance your work and your family at home is to find all the little gaps, all the little things that you feel that you can do to better your environment and make yourself feel more content, more satisfied, and increase your happiness quotient. Yes. Did you mention exercise is important? Of course, exercise is very important because it gives you those feel-good hormones. And they're so of paramount importance, especially if you have not been going out much, or not going to the gym regularly, or not going for your walks. Then do whatever you like at home. Do it through the videos if you need to. If you like dancing, switch on some music and just dance. Exercise is of paramount importance. Thank you for that. Anyone else? Anyone has any other questions before we sign off? If you have anything else that you might come into mind later, then do put it into the comment box. I would love to have your feedback as to what you thought about this session, and if there's any topic that you'd like me to talk about in future, do mention that. So you can direct your questions to me, or you can connect with me through DM, and we can have a chat or a video call, or whatever works for you, it works for me.